Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RGL. We're here live for lower round 2 of this season's invite playoffs. Number 4, LeBronstantinople taking on number 5, Cat Posse. The winner goes home. No loser goes home. Winner moves on. My name is Godfather, your strongest caster. I have TC on the mic with me, Dolphin behind the scenes. TC, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. This is going to be hopefully a really great match between two teams that have been consistently bubble slash like playoffs of invite for throughout the whole season. Cat Posse and both LeBronstantinople. LeBron was able to get into that fourth seed throughout stage 2, but recently they lost Tech in the first round of playoffs, which I think most people kind of expected. But now the real test is going to begin for them as they go up against Cat Posse, who we saw last night take a very close victory, but they did end up pulling through against the other feline team in the invite group, which was a Cat Girl Cafe, but Cat Posse narrowly winning that 2-1. So now they're going to be going on to LeBronstantinople. And the ideal scenario for Cat Posse here, they beat LeBron, they get into playoffs. We're going to see, I'm used to playoffs only being the top 4 teams, Godfather. It's all 8. So I mean, getting into the top 4, that's their ideal scenario for them tonight. And it all starts off with this first matchup on Bagel.
Yeah, Bagel's definitely a faster map. I mean, a wicked fast cap time. So both teams should be trying to take advantage of that. Before we get too much into the game, though, TC, tell the people what they need to know.
Of course, we mentioned it just a little bit earlier, but obviously we are in the playoffs bracket, or the start, or actually kind of like halfway through of this playoffs run for all of these teams. We've seen a couple games already. Cat Girl Cafe versus Cat Posse. Also, there was, like I mentioned, Tech beating LeBronstantinople. They're going to be playing the Covenant in the upper bracket grand finals coming up soon. The Covenant winning against the Greasy Dot Hogs, which was a very big upset in favor of the Covenant. Greasy Dot Hogs have been sitting at second seed throughout the whole season, and Covenant coming in and going to be winning that one. And now they're going to be going on to face Tech, which is going to be an even harder matchup for them. On the other side of things, in kind of like the lower sphere of invite, Greasy Dot Hogs got sent down. They're going to be playing Estrogen Took Homie, who won 2-0 against Rome, sending Rome packing. Cat Posse also in round 1 beat Cat Girl Cafe, as we mentioned earlier. They're going on to face LeBronstantinople. The two teams that you're going to be seeing tonight. But that's kind of like how the bracket is going forward. It's going to be interesting to see. Whoever loses this tonight, as Godfather mentioned earlier, is going to be going home. So if you're Cat Posse, you don't want your invite season to end here. You want to be going on and continue going forth, get into that 4th seed, maybe get a bit more money in the process. Process is our 3rd map, so they might have to go all the way there for it to work out that way. But aside from that, Godfather, we also have the Newbie Mixes Sixes Cup. It's coming up. We mentioned it few previous casts, but registrations close July 31st, which is only 11 days away. So everyone keep a lookout for that. Really great place if you want to get involved in the TF2 Sixes scene and you just haven't had a chance to do so. They also need coaches as well. So if you're a higher level player in Sixes, definitely stop by and see if you can maybe lend your expertise to some of these newcomer players. I am and above. I'm sure they'll be happy to have you there, because at a certain point, these guys just need to know the basic fundamentals of the game and how they can improve upon that and use that in their plugging and team experience. So definitely take a look out for that. Will be brought to you by Fireside Cast, so it'll be really good to head on over there and watch it when it happens later in August. But until then, we got some great TF2 in our hands both tonight and Saturday and Sunday. But it all starts tonight with LeBronstantinople versus Cat Posse. It's going to be an interesting one, a close one potentially, over here on Bagel.
Yeah, starting on Bagel, I think it might be time for us to take a look at rosters. I will start us off looking at the number 4, LeBronstantinople, Flank Scout, KJ Quad, Pocket Scout is Wonder, Saxophone and Fancy Sun on Soldiers, Jarrett Demo, Divine Medic, and then on the side of the number 5, Cat Posse, Yum Yum, and Hellstar are the Scouts, Toss and KTB on Soldier, Kira Beast is the Demo, and Protein Medic. Definitely some well-known names on both those rosters. TC, who do you think player to watch in this one might be?
It's definitely gonna be interesting because Bagel is such a. I think it's one of the better Koth maps. In all honesty, it really allows every class to have somewhere to play and have somewhere to shine. The flanks are just so great for the soldiers to just kind of get behind and be a bit of a nuisance. Scouts can do that as well. Demos as well. You can just spam so easily here. You can get monstrous amounts of damage. We've seen demos get like 495 sometimes on product and on bagel. So it really is a class where everyone can have a lot of fun. Maybe not for the medics. It can definitely be a bit more taxing and a bit more stressful for them. But I think when you're just looking at these going head to head, obviously, I think the demos are going to be very, very a big deal here. Jarrett has been phenomenal for his team on LeBronStantiNOPLE, but last night we saw Cure Beast on product. He did like 395. He was almost at 400. Even though he was getting picked off a lot, he was still pumping out the damage. So I think the demo v demo is going to be an interesting one to watch. When you got players like Ed, like Wonder, you can't help but just kind of recognize like the DM potential from those players, Godfather. So I would have to say maybe Ed and Saxophone. If they're going to be able to push the flank and get in behind, and they don't stop it on Cat Posse, then it's going to be really, really hard for them to deal with, and that might just spell their end on this first map.
Looks like we had one team maybe ready. Predictions are up for everyone in chat. I think I am leaning with chat here. I think LeBronStantiNOPLE probably wins this one. I'm thinking maybe a 4-1 on Bagel. It's going to be a faster map for sure. And I think LeBronStantiNOPLE can play off of Jarrett pretty well and get an early lead. In the best of 3, we have 2 other maps tonight. I believe next is Metalworks, and then Process is the decider if we get there. It might be a good idea, TC, to take us through the pick bans tonight.
Yeah, of course. So we see that I guess we can pull that up. LeBronStantiNOPLE banning Snakewater, Cat Posse banning Gully Wash, which makes a little bit of sense, I guess, considering. Interesting to me though that LeBronStantiNOPLE picked Bagel. I think they're really going with just the fact that Ed and Wonder and Saxophone are going to be able to do a lot of work for their team. Ed is KJ Quad, just in case you guys are looking at it and maybe not quite connecting the dots. But I think, when you've got like a group of players like that and you can just let them roam free and just kind of like get all the picks and all the damage that they possibly need, something like Bagel, something like a product, would definitely play into their favor. If Ed can just like pop off, then that might be the whole entire round for them. Same thing with Saxophone. It's definitely got that potential. You look at Cat Posse picking Metalworks. I think it can definitely go their way. That's definitely a map where you can have a lot of impact as a soldier. So maybe they're relying on Toss and KTB to really help them out there. You ban Granary, you ban Product, which I think makes sense because even though we have seen a bit of Granary played actually in playoffs, I don't think it's really been scrimmed that much, and it's really been only like a third and final map that I think most teams didn't really expect to get played in the first place. So kind of banning out the odd ones, and then we're kind of left with Process, which should be a map that all these teams know. They should be okay on it. It's a pug map. Everyone's played it. Everyone's grandma has played it. You can't get this far into Six's TF2 Godfather without being good at Process, ideally. So I think that should be a good decider for both of these teams. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out on Bagel to Metalworks, which is such a shift in momentum. I mean, Bagel can be so quick just because it's Koth, and also the type of Koth map it is. I mean, you look at Clear Cut, that's a bit of a slower map. But yeah, as we get started here on Bagel, I'm going to have to agree with Chad. I think LeBronStantiNOPLE are going to be taking this maybe 4-1.
I think you may be roboting out a little bit too much here, TC. We are getting started. LeBronStantiNOPLE versus Cat Posse in this lower round 2 matchup. The loser goes home. We're on Bagel first. First 2-4 here as we get in onto the mid fight. Cat Posse on red, LeBronStantiNOPLE on blue. Kirby's going to be looking to exchange some damage with Jarrett. Surprised we haven't seen anyone moving to the flank quite yet. Looks like Toss and Fancy Sun might be looking down the aisle at each other. Neither team really going deep yet. Looks like LeBronStantiNOPLE taking the early aggression, sending Wonder forward. Kirby's getting very weak. That was an issue last week, or last match rather. Kiriby's going down, but instead KG Quad dies first, and now the med in a lot of trouble. Divine does go down to KTB. A good bomb there. Now Protein is the gonna have the big ad here. TC, are you back with us?
Hopefully I am. You can always let me know in case I'm not, but we are going to see a bit of plays going around. It's going to be Protein using the Uber. Good thing to stay alive there. And they are going to be able to cap up the point. Like you said, Kiriby's going down very early in that first fight, but he's able to get back up and get back with his team. Now we are going to see, it looks like LeBronStantinople's want to try pushing back in here. They recognize that there's no Ubers on the field because Protein did use early, and that's going to be KG Quad taking down KTB early. So now they've got a bit of room to work with. Might see a Soldier try and get in behind. It's actually going to be the Scouts just standing on the cap. They're trying to play them really, really well here, kind of forcing Cap Posse to meet them on the point where they can maybe take them better. A damage exchange. It's going to be Saxophone fighting in this right house. It's going to be Jared coming in to help with the cleanup, but that's just going to be two going down. Saxophone, KJ, and Wonder all falling. We have Yum Yum in the back lines. Looks like he's going to be going for a wraparound play. They don't know he's there. He's going to be taken down pretty easily, but Health Dart now running and trying to see if they can do something. I don't think they're going to be able to, but a really great hold from the side of Cap Posse so far. Godfather.
Fancy Sun tries to jump out, kind of gets nuked there. Nice pipe to take him down. 3 down for the side of Cap Posse. They have to back off here, but a minute 40 on the clock in round number 1. LeBronStantinople really wants to get on the cap here, not delaying any spawners. A good strat there, so they've got a lot of time to make up in this. One thing of note, Kiriby's not dying nearly as much as last time we saw them play, which is certainly given Cap Posse an advantage here. LeBronStantinople might want to try to exploit a potential Kiriby's weakness, as Cap Posse getting right back on the point here. Gonna take down Jared. That's Kiriby's finding a nice pipe. Wonder and KG Quad both down now as well. The Uber out for LeBronStantinople, trading back his Cap Posse, but it's going to be way better here for the side of Cap Posse. Toss up in the air, looking for the pick. Not going to find it, but his Scout might come in and help instead. Saxophone and Fancy Sun both going to go down. Neither Soldier living for LeBronStantinople, and that is a cleanly won fight for Cap Posse.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate for LeBron because they dropped Ed, I believe, in that Uber that Divine was wanting to take there on point, and then without Ed, there wasn't really any Scout near them, so they had to back up, and they just got cleaned up because of it. So unfortunate to drop your Scout there, definitely not ideal, but they do have an opportunity to repush because similarly, again, Protein doesn't quite have Uber yet, so they might try and go, try and get some cap on the point while they're waiting. Fancy going to be going in for a wraparound bomb. He's not going to find anything. He does a lot of damage, though. It's going to be Saxophone falling on this left side area. Yum Yum and KTB just kind of pushing the flank together. Cura getting a nice pipe on the Jared. They're just all falling in LeBronStantinople. Now we have an escaping Ed running all the way back with their medic, and now they're going to be going back to spawn, having to regroup. Luckily, both medics did stay alive, so Divine going to be on that full Uber ad, and just actually no, just full Uber, not full Uber ad. It's going to be even. But now they're going to have to try and take this Uber exchange to get onto the point. But there's only 20 seconds left for Cap Posse, Godfather.
Oh, what a nice play by Saxophone. An immediate pick onto Kiriby's to open things up. Yes, the time is running down, but exactly what LeBronStantinople needed there. Yum Yum is the target of some spam. The cap coming through for LeBronStantinople. No Ubers exchanged yet. Rotation around, looking inside flank. There goes KTV. He falls. 7 seconds on the cap, and it is a very fast cap to go through, so Cap Posse could sneak out a lot of time here. They're getting on the point, playing pretty aggressive. Player ad still for LeBronStantinople, but they're not really committing. Now the Scout in, popping the Scooper. There's time on the cap, but no one there to cap it. The Shiny players can't secure the point. Wonder looking to get in from behind, but now the Demo getting a flash. He might be in trouble. Wonder does go down to Hellstar. This cap not through for LeBronStantinople, and this last fight, while it drags on, is cleanly in the hands of Cap Posse. They're going to pick up 2. Now a few more. And watch this cap tick down, TC. That's a pretty dominant round win from Cap Posse.
Yeah, that is a very dominant round win for Cap Posse. They were just able to keep control of the point for so long, and during all of those Uber exchange fights, the clock was just ticking down in their favor. So definitely a bit worrying if you're on the side of LeBronStantinople, and you've got to figure out, this is your map pick. You chose this for some reason, and it's not quite working out just quite yet. But of course, this is only the first round. We got a lot of time left, at least 3 more rounds before Posse can walk away and win it. So LeBronStantinople still have a good shot of getting back in this map as we follow this next mid-fight.
Getting into it, Cat Posse playing with a bit of aggression makes sense, going up 1-0. KG Quad wants to contest this point, doing so, but watching his demo, Jarrett take a lot of spam. Here's a good wraparound from Wonder and Fancy Sun, not finding anything yet. Soldiers up in the air. KG Quad dying to Cura Beast here. I feel like we've seen KJ go down a few times. KGB backing off Saxophone and looking for the kill into the scout. Melee is down! Melee is out! Gets 2 kills! Hellstar and Cura Beast both fall to the Minecraft man. And the Uber now popped up by Cat Posse. Blue team does not have it yet. Their medic is out. But they will reaggress with full Uber after this mid-fight now ends.
Yeah, they are going to reaggress. Luckily, Divine getting out there, so now they got full Uber ad to work with. Going to be making their way in here. Trying to get a bit of early cap time on the point while they still have it, but can be interesting to see how Cat Posse tries to defend here. Ideally, they want to try and get the Uber out of Divine and not let them get it for free, but they do just let them get it for free. So now this is going to be point control and full Uber ad for beside LeBronStantiNOPLE. They might be able to get the clock in their favor for the first time in this match. But now we're going to see how Cat Posse maybe want to try and get the Uber out of Divine. Maybe they're just going to try and play the point. Looks like they're maybe trying to set KTB up for something in the flank. KTB's going to be going, finding Saxophone, but he backs out of that. It's just going to play his life. Toss going in for a big bomb on Divine to get the force. Really great stuff from him. Now they have to make sure they keep Roten alive. Ideally, they don't want to lose anyone else if they can help it, and not die to his Uber, but it looks like they're going to be able to do so. And now, Godfather, they're going to be able to repush with full Uber ad and a lot of cap time on the point.
Yep, this is a very big ad here. Good play onto the med. Hey, Jarrett won't get the kill. The Uber is forced out. And the cap now back in the hands of Cat Posse. So as LeBronStantiNOPLE gets some spawners up, they're going to have to work their way forward with some good ad here in their favor. But so far, Cat Posse has certainly been really strong against LeBronStantiNOPLE, sort of understanding the playbook and what they're going against. Fancy Sun down to about half health before his medic even peeks the corner. Now getting run up by Hellstar. Fancy Sun in a lot of trouble here, might just die. He'll find an arrow, but Wonder instead will die. Now tosses in, going pretty deep here, looking for frags, and frags are found. That's Jarrett and Saxophone, Fancy Sun all go down. That is a team wipe in favor of Cat Posse and TC. I mean, I thought LeBronStantiNOPLE would have this, but Cat Posse, the underdogs, doing really well here.
Yeah, they are doing extremely well. Something that might explain why LeBronStantiNOPLE is having as much trouble as they are might be due to the fact that they don't have Speedy at the moment. I was trying to think of who Fancy Sun was replacing because he's not been the main roster for LeBronStantiNOPLE. Speed, extremely experienced soldier player, not here for LeBronStantiNOPLE. Saxophone going to be trying to bomb out with the rest of his team, trying to make some space. They do make space, but Saxophone gives up his life for it. Now we see a bomb from KTP going in super deep, landing on Jarrett, does so much damage to him. Is he going to crater? No, he just barely stays alive. Luckily, everyone else on his team are going to be killing Cat Posse. It's just going to be escaping Protein. We do have Yum Yum in the back lines. He should be found out, and so it's just going to be a question of how long it takes for him to die. Saxophone has got him, and now they're going to be able to get back onto the point. They kept Divine alive, so we're going to have big Uber had to try and hold this here.
Yeah, Protein had to use there to live. And now Yum Yum done pretty late. Means LeBronStantiNOPLE playing this pretty far forward, having their med hanging around in case there needs to be a quick Uber. Now, gotta be careful of Toss bombing all the way across, just going for the rotate here. Now the other soldier in. KTB and Toss both go down. That's 2 sacks. No Uber forced out. 50% now for Cat Posse, but 3 down. And that's gonna make it KJ Quad falling about even player-wise. Cat Posse working their way back forward though, and I'm surprised we haven't seen LeBron use here.
Yeah, they're just trying to get as much space as they, or just hold this onto this as long as they possibly can. Now the Uber is going to be forced out. If they can get any picks whatsoever, they might be able to get on the Hellstar. Yeah, they are going to do so, but honestly, one for that Uber, not ideal. They may have been in a position to get Routine earlier, but it looks like we're heading into a Godfather.
Our first and hopefully only of the night, but, well, we don't know what this pause exactly is going to be about. What we do know is that it's the last week for you guys to get some RGL merch. There is just so much wonderful stuff up on the site. I hope Dolphin will be able to give us a quick graphic here for it. But, yeah, TC, last chance this week to get some of the really good stuff.
Yeah, it is, a lot of great, things up there, that you can purchase. Obviously, the Sunshine one is really nice, and so is the J merch as well, so definitely check that out the last week possible. But, something that's also coming down to maybe not the last week possible, but it's getting pretty close, is LeBronstantinople's opportunity to get back into this round. Right now, it looks like they're gonna be at pretty big Uber to sat as long as Bro Team can stay alive. Doesn't look like anyone on LeBronstantinopleis in position to try and force them. Maybe if a what is that, Wonder can try and go behind and wrap around, but they should have spotted him. So I doubt he gets on the protein extremely easily. And this is looking like another kind of lost round for the side of LeBronstantinopleple. 42 seconds left on the clock for Cap Posse. You got to assume that they're definitely going to cap it up at the bare minimum. So that's really going to put the pressure on LeBron to try and do something here. And I'm not quite sure what the problem is. I'm gonna have to pay a bit closer attention, but definitely losing, which we didn't mention. I'm not quite sure if that's just for tonight, Godfather, or maybe for the rest of playoffs. But a Speedy, really, really great soldier for LeBron. He's done a lot of work, a lot of impact. Kind of famous for doing the first person to do the Sunshine fast rollout for Roamer, which every demo now fears in any Sunshine bug whatsoever, forcing them to roll out through valleys. So definitely a very innovative and creative soldier player. It's kind of a loss for LeBron at the moment, and they might be feeling that. Fancy Son saying he's bad, he can definitely be really good, but at a certain level, you kind of want just that team chemistry that they've been building up throughout the whole season. And just kind of lost for this one game. And I think Cap Posse, just for the moment, Godfather, just playing a bit better, a bit more coordinated.
Yeah, Cat Posse certainly seems in their element. Again, surprising considering not only is LeBronstantinople the seeded favorite, but also this is their map pick. Cat Posse looking to take a early 2-0 against LeBronstantinople. I mean, we sort of have to imagine that is the outcome, considering what's going on here. I can't imagine it was Cat Posse who decided to call this pause. But again, we will have to wait and see on that.
One thing I just realized, Godfather, I don't think Protein's actually died once. I think he stayed alive every single time. He's been able to get out. Sure, that one time he did have to use Uber to get out, but he did. And now, he's been in really great positions to just keep his team healed and alive. And I think that's really what it comes down to, because I've been looking at it across the board. It seems like both teams have been doing damage. I don't think like anyone's been slacking necessarily in that regard. I just think it's due to the fact that Protein in these Uber exchanges that, sometimes LeBron take across the point, he's been able to stay alive, get back to his team, whether they're spawners or not, and they've been able to repush it with heals, something that LeBronstantinople may not have had the liberty of. So maybe, if you're Divine, maybe it's the positioning, because right now it looks like they'd be in position to get caught out. Depends on how far Yum Yum wants to try and chase and how quickly they can take out Jarrett. There's no real scout to escort Divine out for the moment, so they might, especially if Tosstrine goes in for a wraparound play. It looks like Fancy Son's looking at him, but yeah, it just seems like Divine's maybe being caught out a bit more. I don't think Protein's died once. We don't have the logs just quite yet, so we can't quite check, but still dying, not dying is so especially hard on any Koth map, especially Bagel, which even though it's not quite the sniper heaven that product is, it's just such a chaotic game mode and such a chaotic map that it's quite easy for someone to slip in behind. And I think Protein hasn't died once, so very impressive for him. And if you're on LeBronstantinople, either keeping your medic alive or making sure that you can equalize things has to definitely be the name of the game going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like whoever's internet was down is back, so hopefully it won't be Speedy. Speedy's internet back. So Fancy Son is out. Hopefully that fuels LeBronstantinople to make a little bit of a comeback here, at least make things interesting. I'm sure Fancy Son's help has been appreciated, but Speedy's certainly the favorite here of the two.
Yeah, it's definitely the favorite. He's played with them throughout the whole time, and like I mentioned, he's got a lot of high invite experience in playoffs. Some of it with Jarrett, on teams like Velocity. I think he was also on the Patty team mentality. I don't know. It's a long time ago. That was some combination of Mirror Man, Crypt, and Speedy. I'm not quite sure who was Soldier at what time, but he's definitely been around the high invite scene for a while. Really great to see him getting back. I think he was also on Rat Jail. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but he's had a lot of experience in these types of scenarios. So I think not to say that Fancy Sun has been doing necessarily anything wrong, but Speedy's definitely got that potential to go for the plays, make the plays, and kind of maybe initiate things for his team that perhaps at the moment Ed and Wonder are just not finding. Whether that's just keeping a better lock on the flanks, because it seems like Toss and Yum Yum have been able to kind of go through their left house almost for free a lot of times. So I think maybe keeping a lock on those flanks and maybe going for plays of their own might be the name of the game once Speedy returns. But always great to have your main roster in these types of scenarios. It is going to be a best of 3, so definitely a lot of time for Speedy to warm up and for LeBronStantiNOPLE to get their head back in the game.
Yeah, really important here to have a little bit of a mental reset. I just looked at the stream, and Dolphin has given us absolutely terrifying things to look at during the pause. Not as fun to look at as all the RGL merch. I'll just say that. I mean, looking at other things around the league, I believe we have number 2 versus wait, who's playing right now other than this matchup?
I could be corrected, but I believe that is going to be a Greasy.Hogs versus Estrogen Took My Homie. I could be wrong, but I think that is the other match going on, if there is one. And that should be a pretty good one for Greasy.Hogs. I would be surprised if they don't win that, even if it's to the Covenant. I think at the end of the day, they're still, one of those high invite teams. They've got a lot of great players on it, so they're going to be headed over to Metalworks just like we are in at least one map's time, and they're going to be Snakewater and Process. So definitely, if they do get to Process, props to Estrogen Took My Homie, because that would be a monumental achievement, even if they don't end up winning the whole best of 3. So it should be pretty good for Greasy.Hogs. Winning that is going to make them face the winner of this matchup, whether it be LeBronStantiNOPLE or Cat Posse. And so then from there, they're going to be going on to face the loser of Froyotech versus Covenant, and the winner there is going to face the other winner into Grand Final. So that's the roadmap for these teams. That's what they're all playing for. It may look like a lot of games they got to win to get all the way, but it's definitely doable, and it all starts with winning that one round and going from there. So that's definitely what LeBronStantiNOPLE trying to do. I think they'd ideally like to place into 4th, but I think we might be going live in just a few seconds here. But Godfather, maybe only 1 round down, maybe 2 if Cat Posse looks like they're going to be able to take this. It's going to be on LeBronStantiNOPLE to try and do things. So we see Toss going in for a bomb. Divine is going to stay alive, but definitely very precarious situation for them right now. As Toss looks like he's
working. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
I was just going to say Toss working his way forward on the side, but he kind of gets shut down there. In fact, AJ Quad, Yum Yum also going to fall. 2 for 1 so far. KTB looking to jump out. Does go down. A big bomb here now. We'll get the force. Wonders finish off with KTB. Puts him on a 5K here. Certainly turning things back on. 55 seconds for LeBronStantiNOPLE. 23 for Cat Posse. Add in favor of LeBron. Got to keep their medic alive here. Divine will certainly be the target of spam and sacks. Cap in LeBron's favor, but Cat Posse can come in so quickly, and this Cap just goes so fast. Saxbone might be in trouble. He finds some heals, but don't want to give up too. Oh, that's the drop that Cat Posse needed. TC, how do you even let that happen?
I mean, that was just a really great play from Healthstar getting in there, and because of it, everyone is just going to clean up all of the LeBronStantiNOPLE players. They had Uber, but it doesn't even matter. And, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just kind of like just a bit of a misplay from the guys on LeBronstantinople, meaning that they're going to be going down 2-0 early in their own map on Bagel, the first map, but still their map pick, and now that's where the pause was. Maybe it was because they knew they were going to be able to get Speedy in there, which he now is in the server. Speedy is in for this third round. Hopefully he's going to be able to puff some miraculous plays to maybe get the the momentum back in LeBron's side as we go into this third round, Godfather.
Yep, gonna be watching Speedy, presumably not very warmed up. So he needs to really kick it into high gear early here. Speedy looks for a fadeaway jump. Doesn't really commit here. Early aggression onto the point by Cat Posse. Now the cap is open and time 6 already. Divine in a bit of trouble. KTB will hit the follow-up, but it's not enough to take down the medic. On the other side of things, Protein might be in a bit of trouble. 3 players down on his side of things. But Fancy Sun, or Yum Yum rather, wants to get back in here. Speedy is on point, getting this cap back in the side of LeBron. And it looks like they will technically win this mid-fight.
Yeah, and a lot of that came down to just being able to take down those soldiers fairly quickly, so Divine didn't die there, because if that soldier got another rocket off, Divine was up against the wall. Definitely an easy rocket for them to hit, so good job on the scouts there and the rest of the combo to really start protecting Divine a bit more. Now we are going to see, it's going to be Kura going down, so no demo for the side of Posse. This is going to be maybe a call for them to be able to hold this point just a little bit closer. Cat Posse were trying to eke it out, but they really can't do that with any demo to provide covering fire for their scouts getting onto the point. We are going to see Hellstar trying to do a little bit, but not much they can possibly do. Just trying to eke out this cap time before they maybe try and take an Uber exchange. Now we do have Kira back up there with them, so they're going to just see how much they can possibly get before they're forced into using. Actually getting a lot of space on the cap, but it's going to be maybe Ed maybe going for the Uber exchange. No, he does back off. It's going to be Yum Yum, however, taking down Speedy, and now if you're Cap Posse, you're going to be trying to go forward, but it's going to be Ed going in with the Uber. They pop it onto Kira to save him. Good stuff there. Now Hellstar is going to be trying to run forward. We do see Sax maybe bombing, trying to go in deep, maybe landing on the Protein, gets one nice rocket, but it's not going to be enough. And throughout all of that, Godfather, it's still going to be LeBronstantinople with control of the point.
Yeah, they just now lose it. Cat Posse back in control. Toss. Nice surf around onto the pack. Now we're getting run at by Wonder, who's missing a lot of shots. Hellstar looking to take down the scout now. Speedy goes for a big bomb, almost gets shot down. Oh, and the ragdoll is just a 10-point shot there. Speedy dead though for the side of LeBronstantinople. Cat Posse want to get in off of this. Sending their medic forward. It's about 20 disad for Cat Posse, but playing with more players on the point here, so an opportunity, TC, for them to get it back.
Yeah, it is a really great opportunity for Cat Posse, but unfortunately, with both of their scouts going down, they don't have anyone really to play the point in that nimble way that scouts can. Really great stuff from Wonder, just running through the house, getting one onto a, I think, Yum Yum or Hellstar, and then just running out onto the point and helping clean up the other scouts. So now with Cat Posse are going to finally be able to cap up the point. They had a lot of cap time, so fairly easy for them. We do see Yum Yum trying to push this left side of the house, going to get stuffed a little bit. Coming back to the team.
Divine in trouble.
For the big bomb. We're going to put it onto Ed. Divine uses.
Divine uses really no other option there. Cat Posse will now pop as well, but it's going to be so much better for the red team. Jarrett does go down to the melee. KTB falling is a bit of consolation. A soldier in onto the demo. Saxophone went for it, but will not pick up Kirabish, who now finds an arrow, and Speedy comes in to clean up all that damage. They're weak themselves. Yum Yum looking to get in, but denied by Wander on Scout. Now actually pressuring this flank with Speedy, looking for the frag if they can. Be a trade Wonder for Yum Yum. The point though, back in the hands of LeBronstantinople, definitely turning things around after the pause, after getting Speedy back in this game, and he's playing a pretty active role here, CC.
Yeah, he is playing a very active role. He might go down. No, he just barely gets out on 5 hit points. So good stuff staying alive there. Definitely important, even for the soldiers. You can be such an impact for the rest of your team. But Cat Posse were able to cap that up in all of that chaos. Now we are going to see a little bit of battle in one of the houses. It's going to be Speed and Wonder teaming up to take down Toss. And we do have another pause, it looks like, Godfather. Those some things we can talk about. Some things we can talk about before they do unpause it. Jarrett is not long for this world. He's at 4 hit points up in the air. KTB, I don't know if his rocket, it looks like he already fired a rocket. and I'm not sure where Jarrett is in his arc. If he's coming down, he might be taken down by that rocket, but if he's still ascending, he might be safe. It depends if Divine can flash him in time, though.
I think Divine might hit the arrow here. And so if I was Divine, I don't know if the beam can get there in time. If it can, worth it. I think, because you have 89 beam, you can save your demo here, but I don't think that's the case. I think it needs to be an arrow. But while we're in the break, one more opportunity, guys, to tell you, never mind. And the demo lives, actually. Yum Yum, KTB both gonna fall. Jarrett gets the flash, and will get the point as well. So LeBronStantiNOPLE, just a little bit left on the clock. 30 seconds and counting down. They are in a good spot to try to even up this score, get the score a little bit closer against Cat Posse.
All right, I'm going to need you to take it a bit longer because my game actually crashed. So,
no worries,
continue
Uber is
going.
out for Cat Posse. They're trying to get aggressive with this. Looking at Wonder in the flank. KTB goes for a big bomb. Wonder fairly weak, as is Saxophone getting rushed down here. 2 will fall. Cap with just 3 seconds left, going back to Cat Posse. And it will be an opportunity for LeBronStantiNOPLE to come in with ad. They're at 75%. It's almost 50% ad over Cat Posse. And, you know, looking to make this a 2-1 game. Jarrett certainly leading his team forward here, looking to clear these traps. Speedy jumps forward. Trap's not dead. KTB is in, but getting very weak. It's 3-man sack almost here. Saxophone will die to it. Toss and Yum Yum so weak. Yum Yum down. Kirby's also taking so much damage in that fight. It's a push through flank, trying to get forward. Just 3 seconds left to get the round. Hellstar dead. 3, 2. Oh, the demo's saving it. The Uber is out, but no one touches in time, and that is a 2-1. The comeback starting soon.
Yeah, I didn't quite see how they got to that point because I was still loading into the server, but really great stuff for LeBronStantiNOPLE to take that first round, and much needed considering this is their map pick. They went down 2-0 early, and I think a lot of it was to Divine dying and maybe just not keeping track of all of those sneaky Cat Posse players. But now we have another mid-fight here, Godfather. We'll see if LeBronStantiNOPLE are going to be able to take it 2-2.
Jarrett getting so weak, as did Divine. Divine will find the pack. Jarrett will go down
Oh, no.
to Protein's arrow, looking for an arrow from his own med. Now it's going to be a bit of a sack wave. 3 go down for LeBronStantiNOPLE. Speedy looks for a duel here and will get absolutely, I almost said a bad word, absolutely destroyed. So Cat Posse fights right back, gets the mid cap, and while the medics both do live, LeBronStantiNOPLE losing a bit of momentum.
Yeah, they did lose a bit of momentum there, unfortunately for them. Now going to be trying to push out here. Speedy going to be jumping forward, making some space, but he just jumps into the sticky traps of Kira, unfortunately for him. Saxophone going to be taken down as well. We're just getting all spammed out in this one area. Ed was able to pick one onto Yum Yum, so kind of ideal for the side of Cat Posse. Actually, no, with the big play from Wonder coming in super late, they're going to be getting the force out onto Protein, so it's actually really good instead for LeBronStantiNOPLE getting out the Uber. Divine not dying there. Sure, they lost everyone to do it, but at the end of the day, that's basically just a sack wave attempt for you. Now you've got full Uber at to work with. Looks like they're going to be trying to push it in through their left side of things, slowly just making their way forward. They do bait out KTB, who does die, and now Toss is going to back up, not trying to fall the same way as his soldier buddy. Now it's going to be on the side of LeBronStantiNOPLE to see how they want to try and take this Uber. We do have Saxophone fairly aggressive. He is going to have to jump out. Wonder super low as well. Both of these flank players now might be taken down. It's going to be Yum Yum baited in and taken down instead. Now we see Speedy going in super deep. He gets a nice rocket onto Kira as well. He's going to be taken down, however, but the damage is going to be done. Ed with the Uber in. Can he clean up all these players? He can. KTB just the only one up and alive, and that's going to be a really, really great push for LeBron.
Diffed, absolutely diffed. I mean, the Uber, of course, making that a lot easier for the scout, but just rushing in, getting so many frags, and it's already 75%. Was there a saw in there somehow? Did I miss a saw or two? Just a very fast build for LeBronStantiNOPLE to get in here. Now, not only do they have, you know, the point, but also full ad to work with. The soldier trying to force out this Uber. Divine going to pop. Yum Yum Speedy. Oh, but Protein is just rushed down by KJ Quad, and it's another wipe here. Hellstar, the only survivor, and he would be wise to not feed in.
Yeah, he is going to be wise. I mean, at a certain point, potentially you can't because your whole team's dead anyways. You can just, if you do it quick enough, you can get on the same spawn wave. But instead, we're going to see the rare Bagel Sniper coming out from Hellstar. Going to be playing in this kind of an alley area. You got to watch out for the traps. They're trying to bait them out at the moment. Hellstar going to be trying to peek, see if they can maybe get a pick off onto Jarrett. That'd be ideal for them to maybe make entering in a little bit easier so they don't have to worry about that demo spam and all of those pipes headed their way. But just going to be trying to play the angles. Bagel, not known for its sniper potential. We are going to see KTB try to make some space, going to be taken down fairly swiftly by the flank players.
Divine.
A lot of damage, though, onto Divine. Is he going to be able to stay alive? And he is. That is so unfortunate. Just because everyone else does go down, but luckily, Brotein staying alive, Godfather. So even though they were so close to victory, or so glorious an Uber drop, luckily their medic did stay alive as well. So it's going to be even Uber situation.
I mean, to hold Uber there takes balls of steel on the side of Divine, and it will pay off here as a big drop from Jarrett. I think that was just some stickies in the right spot at the right time, and kaboom! Down goes Brotein, full ad for LeBronStantiNOPLE, and under a minute left on their clock here, definitely in control, looking to mount this complete comeback.
Yeah, they are, and they might be able to just negate the 2 rounds that Cap Posse got earlier. Cap Posse trying to play the point. The only thing they really can do, they don't have Uber, so they're just trying to take this for free as much as they possibly can. But you know that Ed wants to take aggressive Uber in. Speedy bombing in. The name of the game going to be getting onto Protein once again. They are going to get onto him, but yeah, like you said, there is Yum Yum in behind. Going to be taking down Wonder. Going to be taking down Sax as well. Now maybe they can recollapse onto the point. They should be able to. It's only Ed alive. He does get onto Kira, but that is going to be a full wipe for LeBronStantiNOPLE. They do cap up the point, Cap Posse, but that does mean, however, Godfather, they are going to have longer spawns.
Longer spawns is fine here. LeBronStantiNOPLE in a similar situation with just 3 seconds on the cap. They get forward here in an even Uber situation, and if Cap Posse lets them cap, it's almost certainly the round, tying it up at 2. I was thinking about a 4-2 for LeBronStantiNOPLE, and at this point, might just end up being that way. Yum Yum and Toss both deleted. Now Brotein falls again, and overtime is short-lived. LeBronStantiNOPLE tying it at 2 against Cap Posse. Speedy coming back into this game and making such a difference.
Yeah, and, you know, maybe it's also just, I'm not sure how Speedy plays as a player. Maybe he's a very calm-heavy person. They're just kind of missing those details. Or maybe he isn't a calm-heavy person and their comms were super cluttered as a result. But regardless, with their full roster, LeBronStantiNOPLE making this look a lot more dominant than those first 2 rounds would have implied. Doing some early damage onto Kira. Is going to have to back up and get healed up. Same thing for Jarrett. Now Kira trying to walk it, maybe take a bit of a space for his team, just trying to play the demo spam game against Jared. Both demos just kind of focusing each other, waiting.
Brotein, you can't be taking that much damage as medic. Cap Posse's low on heals now. KJ Quad will win the 1v1. The bomb from Speedy with the help of his scout flanking all the way around means Brotein is just deleted from this world, and it's a full team wipe on the mid. LeBronStantiNOPLE have the momentum, they have the players, they have this Uber, and they have the cap in hand. TC just dominating the latter half of that mid fight.
Yeah, I don't think they lost a single person on that mid. There was a lot of ones that were won there. One in the right house as well, and then Speedy won 2 of his ones. One onto Brotein and one, I think, onto a respawning or escaping Toss. I'm not quite sure. Speaking of Toss, he's going to be trying to go in for the help his team. We do see the big bomb in from Kira. They are successful in forcing out the Uber, so a good sack wave attempt for them. KTB is actually going to maybe be able... No, they chased so hard to get onto him, so, you know, a bit unfortunate that he died fairly late, but they do have the quicker respawner, so at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. But good on them regardless to get out the Uber from Divine. Brotein gonna have full Uber at to work with here, Godfather.
Yeah, it is big ad for Cap Posse. They gotta make this worthwhile. Speedy does go down, trading out for Hellstar and Toss though. KTB working his way onto the flank area, getting rushed at by one to the Uber now out, just barely saving Yum Yum, and Kirby has to make something. No! And boy does he, down goes Jarrett and Divine, but a hero play from Saxophone picks up 2, including Brotein, and just like that, neither medic lives. And LeBronStantiNOPLE keeps the point, a worthy taunt on point from Saxophone there.
Yeah, really, really great stuff worthy from Saxon, but still amazing stuff from Kira Beast in the first place as well. But now LeBronStanTinople have been fortunate to just hold the point throughout all of that chaos. So even though it looks like Cat Posse are going to be trying to get onto the point now, they just have so much better time in terms of an overall clock. Kira, however, is going to be going down to Ed, just running forward. Speedy going to be taking down Yum Yum. So the picks going in the favor of LeBronStanTinople, and which makes it even worse because they did cap, and now we're going to have longer respawners, so they can't even try and fight for the moment. They're going to have to wait for their players to get back up, and they're going to have to wait a longer time now. Finally, the respawners are on their way. Kira just now making their way up to the front lines, and they can try and refight this. They are going to have Uber ad here, Godfather. So the question is, are they going to try and take this for free, or are they going to do an Uber and try and go all the way to get on Divine? But Divine's playing so far back.
Uber out, just narrowly saving the scout. Divine will be pretty darn far out of the picture here. So with 45 seconds on the clock, for LeBronStanTinople, Cat Posse gets the point back. But at big disad, one thing we haven't talked about, but it is wild how many times it has happened. Players are getting achievements in this match, which you rarely see at Invite, because, you know, these players have played for so long. But now to see so many in one match, it's kind of nuts here. But LeBronStanTinople looking to push back in. They have their Uber to work with. Cat Posse doing their best to spam out players, but LeBron is getting forward. Saxophone is on the flank. KTP got pretty weak. Get some heals here. 2 minutes about left on the clock for Cat Posse, but actually Yum Yum getting pretty far behind. It looks like they're going for the full loop. Now Toss is in, trying to get on Divine, not succeeding. Yum Yum went for a marathon, will find one. Jared and Saxophone both down, so it's 2 for 1 on the very long flank. A 4K for Hellstar in this fight, and Cat Posse still has it.
Yeah, they do still have it. Control of the point, so close for LeBron. Oh my god, I don't know if that arrow hit onto Speedy as he fell, but he does crater. Now the Uber coming out from Ed. They want to try and get on the protein, or at least force it out, but they're not going to be able to. Oh my god, a nice pipe from Kira onto Saxophone, who's trying to equalize things out. He's not going to do it, and he goes down in such a spectacular way for all of his troubles. Amazing pipe from Kira. And now they're going to have Uber ad, and finally, looks like a Cat Posse are coming back into this match. They got Uber ad, they got point control, and looks like they're in a good position to try and lock this out from LeBronStanTinople, who are trying to make their way in right now, Gavin.
Yeah, they really got to make something happen here. Cat Posse is almost even things up cap time wise. There's the bomb. Protein not popping, down to 55 health. 2 go down. Now KTB falls, evens up the players, but with Kirby's dead, LeBronStanTinople should be winning the spam war. Wonder getting on the point. 38 seconds for Cat Posse, working their way forward. That's the Uber out. Jared does go down. Divine needs to live here, 75%, trying to keep Speedy alive on the retreat, but Hellstar rushing at them. Both will back off, but now the flank from Saxophone wrapping back around, and Divine picks up Yum Yum for almost a full team wipe. And right back in it, LeBronStanTinople working their way forward, getting onto the point. KTB getting absolutely deleted by Saxophone, who then works his way forward and taking a lot of space. Speedy in trouble, but going onto the demo. Kiraby's 28 health will live, as does the soldier on the side of LeBronStanTinople. Surprising, no one died there, but 10 seconds for Cat Posse, 35 for LeBron, and full Uber. They really need to hold this one off.
Yeah, that was a really great wraparound play from the flank, but Ed taking such an aggressive Uber, going all the way in there, trying to get onto protein. He is gonna die to the pistol. He was so close to spawn. That's so unfortunate. Ed is gonna die, but not before everyone else on Cat Posse are falling. Kira and KTB also dying as well. Now it's going to be up to these remaining Cat Posse players to try and muscle their way in here.
Toss?
We do see Toss maybe trying to go for a play out. He does a lot of damage to Jared. Divine super weak as well. Jared is going to fall, but he does trade out, and that is still going to be the 3rd round in a row for LeBronStanTinople.
The comeback is real. My prediction will be true. Now I probably jinxed them, and Cat Posse will get the round, but my 4-2 certainly looking a bit better now. LeBronStanTinople has turned it around on their map pick, but again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not it tonight. There is at least one more map after this, but we're in on what might be the last mid-fight of map number 1. Looks like Cat Posse is playing it a bit more aggressive than LeBronStanTinople, who are playing back a lot. KTB over in their flank house. Yum Yum just scouting at the moment. For the other side of things, Saxophone going to work their way forward with Wonder. KG Quad on point. As things slowly get a little bit more exciting, Wonder is very weak behind, has to find a pack. The Cap, very in favor of Cap Posse. They're going to get it first here. So the fight really not taking any commitments yet, TC. Looks like it might be a scuffle in the flank house, but every time I say that, players will just back off. And as Ubers now are full, Jared is dead.
Yeah, Jarrett dies as now we see the initiation from the side of Cap Posse. They use so much later, and it should be a little bit of a better Uber. They didn't lose as many players. They might be able to catch out Speedy, who's just staying alive in that right house. He does get one nice rocket off on the Protein. He takes down Protein! That's actually insane that he's able to get that pick. I thought he wasn't going to do it when he shot that first rocket and it didn't really connect, but just able to wait and just do that full 110 damage. I don't think Protein thought he was going to die there, but regardless, good stuff from Speedy, giving LeBronStantiNOPLE a way back into this round as they cap up the point. Wonder going to be taking down Toss, and now they're going to be bombing, trying to get onto the vine. Kira is all going to die, so does Hellstar as well. Unfortunately for them, KTB might be cleaned up. No, is going to be able to stay alive. And really great defensive play from the side of LeBronStantiNOPLE. Amazing work from Speedy to get onto Protein there.
Yeah, I mean, Speedy, that could end up being the map-winning bomb if LeBronStantiNOPLE keeps the cap here. Looks like Speedy's going in one more time. Saxophone immediately taken down. Speedy as well, but Yum Yum will fall, as does Toss. Wonder cleaning up on all that damage from his soldier. KTB is in. Divine does not pop. Oh, KJ will eat a pipe and go down. 3 dead for both sides. Just a scout, demo, and med for each team. Cap time about even. Cap Posse is going to back off for now. They don't have their Uber quite yet. LeBronStantiNOPLE does have Hellstar. Wants to get forward. Here's Toss taking some high ground. Yum Yum working their way forward. Getting around this point area. Should be an exchange very soon. Both meds now having. LeBronStantiNOPLE doing such a good job keeping this point there. Is Cap Posse now getting in. KTB will get the deletion of Jarrett. Hellstar dying. Divine popping. And this is going to be no Uber use for Cap Posse. They're in such a good spot now, albeit losing a bunch of players on that Uber force.
Yeah, they did lose a fair few amount of players, but with the cap going the other way, they should get them up fairly quickly. Now they got big Uber ad to work with. They've been having kind of mixed success, whether they've been able to get onto the vine in these kind of full Uber exchanges they've been doing. But now with both soldiers bombing in, Speedy and Saxophone not really finding the mark on the Protein, this should be wide open for them. They're not going to have to use to get onto the point, and they can even take an aggressive Uber if they really, really want to, if they know that LeBronStantiNOPLE is playing close, but they're not. They're all the way back at the spawn, maybe still recognizing the Uber ad that Cap Posse have, and they're just going to be waiting for it to build up. Speedy is up on the sniper. This man is pretty good at sniper, but the sight lines are not really working in the sniper's favors. We're going to have to see if we can maybe do something regardless of that. We're just kind of getting stuff in these doorways, and without a soldier to really bomb out, which is what Speedy would be doing, it just makes it that much harder for LeBronStantiNOPLE to get back in on this mid.
Yeah, LeBronStantiNOPLE wants to work their way forward. Ubers are in hand. That's a good force by LeBronStantiNOPLE there. Ubers out for both sides. And it looks like Cap Posse kind of hightailing out of there after KTB does go down. Wonder getting back on point. A minute left on the cap for Cap Posse. That is the cap going back. Yum Yum cleans up Saxophone on their own concrete. Rushing in is Hellstar. Jarrett, though, hitting the pipes. KJ will clean up Hellstar. And, I mean, Jarrett turning the fight right around with that pipe there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jared does go down to a nice pipe from Kira. So now it's still all the play for Cap Posse. They got so much time on the point, and with all their spawners here, they should be able to cap it up. They just got to focus down these scouts who are denying them, and now they finally do get it in their favor. Time is exactly even, 55 seconds apiece for both these teams, so it is going to be extremely close. Ubers are fairly even as well. It's just going to be the DM fight that Cap Posse have been able to eke out with a few good picks, especially onto Jared, but he's back up now with the rest of his team. Definitely doable, but with the Uber being used, maybe a miscall, but other LeBronStantiNOPLE players are so far away. Now the counter Uber gonna be used from LeBronStantiNOPLE. Are they gonna be able to find these Cap Posse players? Maybe. Yum Yum going down. It's gonna be taking down Speedy. However, Kira as well going down. Kira, my bad, also gonna be going down. But Ed, can he do anything? No, he's gonna be taken down. It's gonna be Divine dying as well. This
you are going
for
full
Cap
robot.
Posse. Oh, my bad.
you go absolutely full robot on that play. But Cap Posse will maintain the cap and trying to make it 3-3 here with only 5 seconds on the cap now and no Uber. LeBronStantinople'll really need to get on this. Saxophone will do it. The trap's not dead. KTB gets yeeted into the sky. Good cap time. KTB does die. Cap denied. Wonder going down. A lot of weak players on both sides. But it looks like LeBronStantinople does get it back. Overtime though for Cap Posse, so they must stop Cap Posse from getting any cap at all here. I think it might be doable. This is map point here for LeBron, so they're really going to try to fight them off here.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Are you with us?
Mission end.
I'll assume no here as the Uber is popped up by Cap Posse. They're trying to get on. It's almost capped, but the med going down. KTB almost capping it again. Speedy, no! It's the scout in the last second to tie things up. 3-3 now. It's Cap Posse not going down without a fight. Turning that momentum around a little bit. For LeBronStantinople'le now, they gotta really try to fight hard here and get this map. It is their map pick.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
They do. Hopefully you can hear me now. Or without the roboting voice. I'm very sorry about that. But you know who should not be sorry is Cap Posse taking that third round. Now they've got an opportunity to take this first round in their favor. They're doing a lot of good damage to these LeBronStantinople'le players for the moment. And they're getting a lot of good early cap time as well. Speedy looks like they're trying to make their way through the flank. Gonna be bombing in. Trying to go on to Bro Team. Gets one Nice Rocket. Gets another Nice Rocket. And then KJ, the cleanup scattergun shot. Really great coordination for there. You know, Speedy was calling a lot of damage. And now Saxophone just to be able to clean up Kira as well. Toss, however, coming in late with the rest of these scouts and might just try and muscle their way in here and might still take it regardless. But no, Jared is going to be able to take down the Hellside with some nice pipes, and that's going to solidify their hold on this mid. There is one remaining player that is going to be Yum Yum, but he does back up to his team as that's going to be LeBronStantinople'le capping up the point. They got big Uber at 2, Godfather.
Big ad is now used here by LeBronStantinople'le, trying to get on the medic. Instead, dropping Speedy. Down goes Toss and Kira Beast. Doesn't look like they'll be able to clean up anything else, so Cap Posse with about 50% ad now. Just 30 seconds off the clock. Cap Posse looking to get back in. KTB is deep behind right now. Wonder looking that direction, but it will be the aggression from Cap Posse getting in, getting around the point. Yum Yum is going to go in and delete Jarrett. And now opening things up for Cap Posse to work their way forward. Toss getting some heals and getting on point. Saxophone down, Speedy down. KTB and Toss finding a bunch of frags there, and out goes LeBronStantinople'le.
Yeah, so they're going to have to go all the way back to their last tail between their legs, and they're going to have to build up this Uber. They're also going to have to worry about a Cap Posse's own Uber. They're going to have to try and force that out, or maybe just take a godly exchange to help them get back in here. It looks like we're going to wait and see. Maybe Speedy might try and jump through, and yeah, that is going to be exactly what he does with his soldier buddy as well. But Jared being taken down extremely early is not going to be ideal, but they do get their out. So at the end of the day, that's basically the name of the game. They were going for a sacrifice play, or just a whole sacrifice to get onto Bro Team. They did do it. Wonder.
Oh, almost there, but gonna get taken down. Getting good damage there onto the demo. Doesn't end up working for the scout. LeBronStantinople'le trying to get out through the right side here. Demo watching the wrong area. Kirabeast now gonna take down the scout. We're on concrete now. Wonder does get the kill onto Yum Yum, so that is a pick and Uber ad for LeBronStantinople'le. They're getting forward, taking down Toss. The Uber is out. KTB also falls, now getting onto the demo. The real prize would be the med. Kirabeast will crater just barely there, and it's going to be 80% for Cap Posse. Cap back in the favor of LeBronStantinople'le, but Cap Posse could just leapfrog, come right back in here and get the cap back.
They could indeed, and this is going down so close, so down to the wire for both of these teams. And you know, we've just been seeing it back and forth, back and forth. Now it's going to be Cap Posse's turn to try and be the aggressor. Say, get out, but Speedy with such a great bomb wrapping in around from behind. But Uber is defuse, but everyone is dead on Capsy. It's only going to be KTB and Protein alive, and what was maybe a good opportunity for them to take it back to LeBronStantinople's has just been nullified by the amazing play from Speedy
Oh, God.
and the damage from Jared.
Your mic again going a little crazy there. It seems like every time you get excited, which is pretty often here in such a good match, your mic gets a little phased by that. But we see KTB go down early. How the cap fight ensues, and Toss, Kira, and Hellstar all fall. This medic fairly weak. Protein will pick up the pack, try to escape out. And with 60 seconds on the cap, going down for LeBronStantinople's, actually picking up Yum Yum here. It's going to be pretty big long term. Rotation around to the other side. It looks like LeBronStantinople's will be ready for it. And again, 45 and counting down here, TC. A pretty good spot for LeBronStantinople's.
Yes, it is a good spot. Very sorry about the robot. I will try not to get too excited, even though this is such an exciting match so far, because it's looking like LeBronStantinople's might still be able to take this speed going in with a really big bomb on the Protein. He does get the Uber force. Really, really great stuff there from Speedy. Is now going to be trying to use this Uber, go across the point, trying to see if there's anything they can possibly do. But I don't think it's going to happen. They might not even get the cap, and with Yum Yum going down with some nice pistol from Wonder, I don't think they are going to be able to do it. Divine still has full Uber at to work with here, as now we can see it's going to be do or die for Cap Posse if they want to try and get back into this. Toss going down extremely weak. It's going to have to jump back out to a pack. KTB trying to make their way across the point, doing a lot of damage now. Finally, the aggressive Uber coming out, and they're just going to be cleaning up all these Cap Posse players. Are not going to be able to get to the point in time, Godfather, and it's looking like it's going to be a 4-3 victory for LeBronStantinople's.
Narrowly dodging a correct prediction. I suppose I did caster's curse myself, but that is LeBronStantinople's going up 1-0 map-wise. That was their map pick, so we expected it. Now moving on in a moment to Metalworks for Cat Posse's first pick. We will take a look at logs and then maybe the quickest of breaks, so I need to use the restrooms, but let's check out these logs, TC.
Yes, I do still have to pull them up. I am going to be curious to see if I was right in Protein not dying, at least for the first 2 rounds, because I think that was really what it was. But when you look at these logs, you wouldn't know it because both medics dying around the same amount. But like I kind of said earlier, Kira doing huge amounts of work. He went 377 DPM, but the name of the game, Ed, 51 and 20. Insane stuff from Ed Head. I mean, everyone knows this guy's a DM monster, and Bagel lends itself so much to that, but still 51 and 20, really great stuff from him. I mean, otherwise you can say Saxophone doing a lot of work as well, just pumping out the damage. And then Ed as well, he got 6 head picks. I mean, when you have 51 kills, maybe it's not surprising that 6 of them are going to end up being the medic, but still, he got 6 med picks, double the second highest of anyone else in the server who was Yum Yum. I think it maybe would have been high for Speedy if he was there for the first 2 rounds, and you know, a lot of his stuff was great forces on the Protein, but still really great work from Ed, good work from Kira, even though his team didn't end up pulling through, but still really good stuff back and forth throughout the whole way, Godfather.
I mean, if you think about it here, that's a 4-3 for the side of LeBronStantinople's, but that's a 4-1 for Speedy. He only dropped 1 round in his time playing in map number 1, so Speedy, certainly a difference maker there, and he'll want to keep his own momentum going into map number 2, which will be Metalworks, but I think I may ask us to go to a quick break before map 2, so I can get some water and whatnot.
Right, in which case we'll go to a quick break. We'll be right back with map 2 of Cap Posse versus LeBronStantinople's in your seats, because it's going to be a good one and a close one, and we'll see you right then.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for waiting. After a quick break, we are back for map number 2. We're on Metalworks for Cat Posse's pick in this number 4 versus number 5 matchup. It's lower round 2. The winner gets eliminated from this season's playoffs. My name's Godfather, your strongest caster. TC on the mic with me. We swapped over to Discord for hopefully a bit of clearer mic quality. And Dolphin, of course, running production for us. Shout out, Dolphin. TC, we're in for map number 2. What are you expecting to see here from Cat Posse?
It's gonna be interesting to see if they can take it as close, because even though they were so close on LeBronStantinople's own map pick, I'm still thinking LeBronStantinople's have it within them to kind of walk away with it here. But I think still it's gonna have to come down to Kira. He did so much work on Bagel, and I think maybe was a large reason why they were able to take it as close as they were, just kind of pumping out the damage and making weakening up all those players for his teammates to just kind of like swoop in and get the easy picks on. But I think definitely in those earlier 2 rounds, because even though we didn't talk about it, I did look, and I think Brotein didn't die in the first 2 rounds. So definitely there, if Kira can keep up the damage and Brotein can stay alive, maybe bait his team a little bit on mid to make sure that they don't all perish, I think it's definitely going to be possible for Cat Posse, especially if they can slow it down and deny Ed like any movement or ability to get behind, because denying Ed is definitely going to be a big factor for Cat Posse, just so he's not able to run around and just cause a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly a different feel of a match here on Metalworks. Chat predictions are open, as well as an opportunity to bet some channel points. It looks like Cat Posse the favorite from chat so far, about 3.5 to 2.5 here. As well, shout out to everyone who has followed this stream and everyone who has those Prime subs on the channel. That's much appreciated from all of us, by all of us on production. But anyway, looking at this matchup, I'm excited to see what Speedy has in store for us. It looks like we are just 30 seconds away from going live, and LeBronStantinopole looking to escape with a win here on map number 2.
Yeah, they are indeed. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, Speedy, definitely big impact player for his team last time. We're going to have to see if that's the same thing as we do go live on this next map. It is going to be Cat Posse versus LeBronStantinople. Take it away on this first mid, Godfather.
Well, it's a rather long mid-fight rollout, so what I will bring up is my prediction here, as HUD needs to be refreshed. There we go, did that on my end. But I think LeBronStantinople might be taking this in similar fashion to my first prediction. I'm thinking of 4-2 here. I think with Speedy and Jarrett, there's a big opportunity for this to go fast for LeBronStantinople. We are getting in onto this first mid-fight. Playing it pretty slow so far, TC. The Scout's just dueling around a little bit. Hellstar gets down to about 70 health. The heal is in favor of LeBronStantinople. They're playing forward with it. KTP taking a load of damage, has to jump back. Get on the roof with some heals from his medic. Beast, though, is the first to die. Hellstar following suit. This is a 1 mid fight for LeBron. Can they get forward onto anyone else? KTP very weak, eats an arrow from his own med to stay alive, and with the mid getting capped up by Wonder, here comes a soldier. Both soldiers for the side of LeBronStantinople to get in.
It's really insane stuff. I'm not actually in the server, Godfather, so you got to keep on going on.
Oh, I absolutely got you here. Wonder is capping this up. Cat Posse playing pretty aggressively. It makes sense they both have Uber here on map number 2. Looking for our first exchange in a moment. Speedy taking a while to get up here because he has decided to swap to Sniper. Cat Posse probably going to be expecting it. We've seen a lot of Sniper playing aggressive here in situations like this. A little bit of Highlander action won't hurt anyone. So we'll see what angle Speedy decides to take. Looks like just peeking the lobby, and an immediate kill onto the demo. That might be the first thing you see as you load in here, TC, and it might open up this last push.
It is indeed. I also see Yum Yum up on the spy. He might be trying to go for a decloak, but still, that's going to be KTB falling. Great stuff from Ed to clean up that kill. Wonder still in behind. He is going to actually force out the Uber from beside a protein, and they're going to use on basically no one. Now, I think Yum Yum was able to take down the sniper of Speedy, and Yum Yum is still alive. He should be able to make his way back to his team to help on his defense here, but just really, really great stuff from the scouts getting in there, kind of forcing the Uber. Good stuff from Speedy as well, getting the opening pick to allow his teammates the positioning and the room to play with. And now is going to be a very tall order for Cat Posse here to try and hold on their last.
Yeah, I mean, Cat Posse definitely on the back foot, and it's really LeBronStantinople's game to win here. You do have the gun up. It's a level 3, playing the back right corner defensively. So certainly a more passive gun. Maybe we'll see it moved up, but I doubt it as the Uber's coming in from LeBron. Playing aggressive onto the soldier who was sitting on the high ground early on. Good pressure on the Cap ×4 there. The Uber back out from the other side of things. Speedy down. No players falling on Cat Posse until Yum Yum now falling. 2 down for blue, 1 for red. That Cap not all the way through. Saxophone is in behind. Very weak. Does go down to Hellstar, who picks up a 4K throughout the chaos. And that is a failed last push, the first we've seen here from LeBronStantinople's.
Yeah, it is, and now it's going to be Cat Posse trying to push out a little bit of chat BM between the two players, Yum Yum and Wonder, but it's actually going to be a big bomb from Speedy onto Protein while I talk about that, and a nice pipe as well onto Jared. All of these players falling left and right. Protein going to be falling for Cat Posse. Jared dying on LeBronStantinople. Because of that, they might be able to hold on to the second point, or at least start the cap at Divine. They're going to have a big Uber ad. Really great bombing from Speedy. Maybe the players on the side of LeBronStantinople just staying in a bit too long after Speedy got that initial kill, but now we're gonna have an opportunity to try and push back in here, Godfather.
Yeah, getting all the way forward, and Yum Yum already back on Engineer means Cat Posse should play this bit more passively, but I say that, and Hellstar picks up Speedy, and Kirabeast finds Wonder. Hellstar will die for it, but that is 2 down, and the Uber out for LeBronStantinople. 60 seconds on the clock here. Cat Posse will have some ad to work with. As their player responds, I wouldn't be surprised if they work their way forward here. No more off-classing. They definitely want to get this second point back in hand and then keep that advantage going forward. TC, I mean, losing that last push there, not what LeBronStantinople wanted to open with. What happened?
Well, that first initial last push, they used in. They got a lot of players all the way back into spawn, but after that, they didn't really do anything with it. They got onto the point a bit too late, and by that time, Cat Posse were able to refight them and just collapse all over them. But still, it's okay for LeBronStantinople. They've managed to even things out. They have control of second. They still have an opportunity to try and get onto Cat Posse's last, but there's only 10 seconds left. They have to go if they want to try and get an first round here. Saxophone going to be taking down the sentry gun. The Ubers have been used, but they don't get onto the point in time, and that is going to be no round for anyone in the first round, technically, before we go to the round reset, Godfather.
You're all losers here. And yeah, that is stalemate. Not something we see very often anymore, but it's certainly part of the game to see them happen. So Cat Posse gets what they want, which is a new mid fight. We will be in on mid number 2 after the rather long rollout. Kirabeast takes a fair amount of damage early in aggressive rotation. Around to the right, Speedy all the way up in the air. Gets one rocket in onto Protein, but Kirabeast just absolutely nukes Divine. Down goes the medic for the side of LeBronStantinople. And while Toss does go down, it's only winning here for Cat Posse. Need to just get their players a little bit more healed up, and it's actually 3 down on the mid, including the med. So Cat Posse full ad. The mid-fight win.
Oh, but really great bombs from both of the soldiers to get onto Protein. It was looking like he was going to be able to survive that, but Speedy coming in from Lunchbox did a lot of early damage, but it was Saxophone cleaning up after that, and they were able to get onto Protein, kind of putting Uber in favor once again of Divine because he died earlier in that mid. It's going to be LeBronStantinople with Uber Ab. They should be able to keep control of their second. As a result, Jared just kind of walking forward, cleaning all the potential areas for people to be lurking around. But what was looking so good for Cat Posse, Godfather, just turned so quickly in LeBronStantinople's favor.
Yeah, I'm really surprised to see them make that work. But LeBronstantinople certainly a team that can, you know, make the most out of those situations here. LeBronstantinople working their way forward into the lobby area, getting pretty good space. Speedy gets through the door. Now KG Quad working their way forward as well, turning the soldier. Is Saxophone going to go down to KTB, and now KTB also falling. Wonder picks him up in the back line, but that's a player maybe not close to the front. Here is even Uber situations. Posse is going to use in first. Actually, Divine now popping back, saving Jarrett. Want to get aggressive, want to find some frags. Speedy is in, not finding the kill onto Toss. KJ will pick it up instead. And the mid back into the hands of LeBronstantinople. Ubers will be even. And LeBronstantinople kind of gets what they want out of that fight.
Yeah, they do. They were able to get that point, and Ubers are even. There is a Yum Yum just hiding in behind. They don't quite spot him. He's going to be able to get to the vine. The bomb comes in as well from KTB, just going to help clean up Jarrett as well. And now it's just trading back and forth. Are they going to be able to get on the Protein? Saxophone actually does take down Hellstar, surprisingly. And so they are going to have to back up. Posse, we're going to have to play this a bit safe. They don't want to have to try and use this Uber if they don't have to, because this is going to be big Uber that they could possibly use onto mid, or even onto second if they're good with it enough. But Wonder just staying in a bit too long, is going to back out now, kind of recognizing doesn't have the manpower to try and get the force, or actually just the kill, because Protein didn't have yet on to Protein. But because they do have Uber Godfather, they're going to be walking forward through house. Looks like they're going to be going through lower. Actually, no, wrapping through baby door.
Oh, I don't know how Speedy doesn't get that there. I think just landing a little bit off timing-wise. Hellstar does go down, though. Both teams down one. Uber in hand here for Posse. KTB jumps forward, kind of gets denied, but then Beast will pick up Jarrett. And the back cap right now from Wonder is bringing everybody back. Wonder might have it here. Will actually get it and get the kill into Yum Yum, and the Uber is used by Posse. So somehow the scout gets everything they could ever dream of, and now Beast is also going to go down here as the rest of LeBronstantinople works their way forward. Kind of a wacky turn of events there, but now LeBron is pushing into last TC, looking for the first point.
Yeah, they are, and Hellstar doing a nice snipe. Might be able for them to hold this just a little bit more. But Ubers have been used from LeBronstantinople. Speedy trying to get in super deep. Does a lot of damage to a lot of players, but doesn't find anyone in specific. So no one's going to go down. Saxophone, he's on the point. He might just cap it up himself, and he does. He gets the med and the point as well. He doesn't even need the Pain Train Godfather, making it 1-0 for LeBron.
1-0 LeBronstantinople after failing a few last pushes. That one almost unlosable, and they go up 1-0 with 10 minutes off the clock. I'm expecting this next one to go a little bit faster. You know, you see a stalemate, you see a bit of a slow round, and now teams kind of understand what they want to do, want to go a little bit more faster, be a bit more decisive. We will see on mid-fight number 3, the 1-0 favor LeBron right now. Wonder getting pretty weak. Saxophone going in. Divine completely isolated. KTB getting good pressure there. Saxophone almost down. Divine will save them, but not save Jarrett as the demo falls. Toss also going to die here. So it is both soldiers dead. Protein taking a fair amount of damage. Speedy will go down. Hellstar follows suit. Protein and Yum Yum the only ones there. Now the soldier coming in. Saxophone trying to help. Oh, what an arrow by Protein. We'll actually let Yum Yum get the kill onto Saxophone, and Protein getting out. But will they be able to truly escape? Wonder in hot pursuit. And yes, Protein does live. Keeps that Uber percentage in hand. And mid just starting to get capped up here by Divine, who was not building but will have now.
Yeah, really clutch arrow from Protein to onto his scout Yum Yum there. So Yum Yum was able to get the pick. I don't think it's going to amount to much. It's just going to be LeBronstantinople taking the point. We do see Posse trying to see if they can peek in here, but it's actually going to be Toss a bit isolated on the flank. It's going to be taken down, and now Protein in bit of no man's land is going to have to back up. But KTB is going to get one, but so much damage coming out onto these Posse players. That's going to be Cure going down. Jarrett as well falling. Both Ubers have been used in-house whatsoever, and they might be able to get out Godfather. They should be able to. Hellstar just escorting their medic out, and that trade going in the favor of LeBronstantinople. They got the picks, and now they're going to be trying to get onto a second point as well.
Yep, it looks like the scout and medic from Posse, you're trying to stall that out. Toss also goes in, but gets denied by Speedy. So a soldier down for Cat Posse. They're still looking to contest this, but Yum Yum deleted in the shutter area. Just not expecting all that damage to come in. Now both scouts and a soldier working their way forward from LeBronStantiNople. The scouts need some healing. No one on the second point quite yet. Now the rotation around. Speedy going pretty deep. Wants protein. Will only get one rocket in and go down. So that is the counter sack by Speedy. And second going to be capped up here. And LeBronStantiNople, another last push imminent.
Yeah, another last push is imminent. We do see Yum Yum up on the sniper. He's going to be looking actually through Shutter, trying to see if he can get a sneaky shot.
Speedy
Saxophone
spy.
should have spotted him. A lot of damage on the Wonder, however, and you are right. Speedy is up on the sneaky Frenchman. Going to be making his way now up into it. Wonder going down, however, you might wonder if Cat Posse, and it looks like they're going to be sending in KTP. Does a lot of damage.
Oh, and the sniper almost gets the headshot there. Divine, lucky to be alive. That was such a sweet skip jump. And Yum Yum will get Saxophone instead with a nice quick shot there. Speedy is lurking on Spy. The Uber is used in now. Demo, Jarrett getting their way forward. The gun does get sapped. Hellstar eats a pipe. The cap being forced here by Speedy. Jarrett is dead, but Wonder looking for some frags. Speedy in behind, still looking for a stab, doesn't find it onto the demo. Will surf away, eat another pipe. Both Wonder and Speedy both dead now. KJ Quad follows suit. It's just Saxophone looking for the hero play. Such gonna live quite a while here, give his players time to respawn. But back out is Divine, and Cat Posse holds off the onslaught.
Yeah, they do hold off the onslaught. Maybe a bit unfortunate for Speedy there that two of his players died on second, so it wasn't really able to go for kind of like the long con game onto the medic. But now we are going to see the repush attempt from LeBronStantiNople. Wonder getting in.
What a shot by Speedy!
Really great stuff from Speedy, you're right. And now it's going to have to be Yum Yum and Protein trying to escape if they possibly can. It's going to be a little bit of a 1v1 right here. Yum Yum just buying time for the rest of his team to get the heck out of there, which luckily they do. They don't lose anyone else, but Speedy has been going so huge, so much in this game, Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, Speedy, so far, I can't say MVP, but certainly an argument for Speedy MVP of this match so far. I mean, the turnaround has been incredible. We have Speedy up on Spy right now, using stock Invis Watch, I believe, and then Wonder is on Sniper, so two off-class picks here for LeBronStantiNople. Speedy, I think, might have gotten called out, unsure so far. And Wonder is peeking the shutter area, looking for the shot.
We do have a, yeah, it's going to be Hellstar up on Pyro. So they should know, but I don't know if they know about Wonder on Sniper as well. And if they connect the dots, they're going to realize they're basically two down on LeBronStantiNople for the time being. I don't know if they're going to do anything with that, but still, they're going to be playing super safe. Protein is hiding back by the dispenser. Speedy's just going to be trying to make his way. He narrowly dodges an arrow.
Did you see that arrow?
Yeah.
It was caught on Kaz. Absolutely horrifying. That medic almost hitting the shot. Checking PC perhaps, but I think that is just good game sense to know that Spy would be lurking there. Yum Yum also now checking all around here. Speedy in a bit of trouble if he gets caught. Here's a bomb from Toss getting forward. Saxophone hits the direct. Saxophone very weak. Both men still holding here. 230 to cap for LeBronStantiNople.
Yeah, and this is just such kind of like a little bit of chaos because there's
BDD
a sniper.
close.
He gets taken down. Super unfortunate.
Oh,
and
what
Wonder
a
gets
bomb.
taken down as well. They are going to clean up KTB, so they should still be able to hold on to second here, even though they're two down as well. They just got to try and lock down these doorways. Yum Yum trying to see if they can do anything through map room, but he's on engineer, actually, so probably not going to commit to it, actually. We do have Wonder now up. Instead is going to be up on the Spy. Speedy saying, no thank you, you can have a shot with the wacky off classes. He's going to be going back to Soldier. Wonder up on Spy. A lot of chaos in lobby there. No new team actually committing, though, so both of them going to go back to their respective points. Wonder going to try and see if they can make their way in onto this last and maybe have a bit more success than Speedy did.
Still on the Spy off-class team-wise. Still no Ubers used, which is rather surprising. I mean, this is a long time to be holding
Speedy's on
on
direct
here.
hit.
Yes. Speedy is on DH. What is the thought process here?
Well, he's also on battalions, which, you know, you build up by
Yeah.
doing damage, but traditionally...
He's done no damage, by the way. He's 0%
Yeah.
on Bat's backup.
You'd be doing like some nice kind of splash damage, but I guess he's just confident in like hitting all those directs. Maybe he thinks it's going to build faster. Maybe this is some new tech in the making, but with Jared and Saxophone going down, he might not even have an opportunity to get that banner in the first place. We do have Wonders, however, still up on Spy, all the way behind. He is going to be trying to go for the back cap. No one's positioned to deny him. He should be able to get it.
Wonder what? What a play! I didn't even see it happening either until you called it, but what a back cap to go up 2-0 here. And that was with 50 seconds left on the timer. It would have been another reset. So, a big play from the Spy. Some Highlander action, TC. As we go into mid number 4, 2-0 for LeBronStantiNOPLE on Cat Posse's map pick. A lot of hard words to say there, but TC, now that your mic is all good, take us through this mid.
Of course. Now we are going to see how things play out. Looks like it is maybe just going to be a fadeaway bomb for one of the soldiers getting into the enemy team's lunchbox. And now we do see Hellstar running across the point, a bit too aggressive from the rest of their team. Going to be taking down Toss as well. And now Cat Posse have to try and back out of here. It looks like they should be able to escape without losing anyone else.
Wonder.
I see that Wonder. Yes, he's on to KTB. Now it's going to be everyone on LeBronStantiNOPLE just flying through. Kira might get caught. No luck. Leave a shutter door. Might be able to save him. And a nice arrow from Protein definitely will.
Saxophone, what a shot!
He still dies regardless.
He gets hit with the direct. LeBronStantiNOPLE peeking into the last area with not even the mid capped up. Now that cap is happening and the scout working their way forward. Speedy will be getting back in. Speedy on Bat's backup again, I think, running original, however. So still opting for the banner, not for the DH. Saxophone taken down by KTB here. And that's a two-man sack going forward for LeBronStantiNOPLE, not forcing out the Uber. And Cat Posse looking to take some space here. Yum Yum is up on Sniper.
Yum Yum is indeed up on Sniper. We're going to see if he can maybe hit a shot. He's going in super deep, actually.
Oh, he does! He does hit the shot out to Speedy, but it's not enough to kill, and Toss does go down. He's kind of sacking in there, so now the Sniper is certainly called out. And one down for Cat Posse.
It is one down. We do have Hellstar just up on that Pyro, being a bit annoying, just spamming those scorch shots or flare shots, whatever specific gun it is, just kind of being a nuisance for all the people on LeBronStantiNOPLE. They don't have any off classes up, Godfather, so they just gotta try and see what they can do. Actually, as I say that, there is a banner up from
I wouldn't
Speedy.
call a banner an off class, though. I think that's just a really good utility item to be using here. A nice direct onto KTB from the flank side. Apologies, I drank some water wrong, so my voice is now strained. Yeah, I drank it a little too fast in between all of this action. Still no Uber use. Here is a nice bomb, but even nicer air shots, and it's a reflect kill from Hellstar. Excuse the voice cracked. Again, my voice pretty strained right now, but what a reflect kill, and it was a force as well.
Yeah, it was a force. Really great stuff from the side of LeBronStantiNOPLE going in there, even though it was a few good kills from Cat Posse, some nice air shots, some nice reflect kills that you can put in the frag movie and just ignore the fact that your medic got had to use there. It is still going to be a big ad for LeBronStantiNOPLE. We have seen them beef a few last pushes before, Godfather. If you're Cat Posse, you're going to be hoping they do something similar again, but they have the banner and they're going to be using it.
Yeah, they're using it with the Uber here instead of in the post fight, as you would see in something like Highlander. Good flash as the soldier all the way up in the air, but Toss is getting deleted. Now the banner is really coming into play, and that's a quick 3-0 on the last push. LeBronStantiNOPLE had so many resources there to expand, and Cat Posse cannot face the overwhelming pressure from LeBronStantiNOPLE. 3-0 with under 10 to play. Cat Posse really needs to turn things back around on their map pick, or they are knocked out of playoffs. Again, this is losers or lower round 2. Both teams having lost a match. TC, I'm going to make you do it again. Take us through this mid.
Of course. I'm going to be interested to see Kira going down super low, however, and the soldiers committing for it. Not going to quite find the kill. Kira just sitting in-house waiting for the pack.
He lives? What?
He does live. That's actually insane because he went down super low as well. Now we're going to see Toss just bombing around, trying to commit onto the Vine. Does a lot of damage, but oh my god, it's still the big and staying alive. I'm not quite sure how that happened.
Yum Yum. Oh, I keep forgetting you guys can hear me because I don't have push to talk for Discord. Yum Yum in pursuit. He's looking for the med or the scout. Somehow doesn't die, but Wonder will clean him up. The mid cap in. And apologies, I don't mean to interrupt your casting. That's my honest reaction to what's going on. I don't
it is
have the push to
completely
talk
okay. There was a lot of chaos in there, so I don't mind it whatsoever. Yum Yum almost making the play for his team, but this is really great for Cat Posse. Even though Ubers are even, this is definitely the momentum they needed. And with KTB getting onto Jarrett, that just opens things up even wider. Kira going to be picking the shutter door, trying to see if he can do anything himself. I'm just going to be trying to spam for the moment, waiting for an arrow, as now KTB goes in, trying to make a play onto Vine, gets one.
Toss! What a bomb from Toss onto Divine, all the way up in the skybox, and just landing with the perfect shot. The Uber out for Cat Posse. They really want to convert this one, and so far looking good. There is a speedy bomb though going in the bro team direction, but KJ Quad and Jarrett both taken down, and now a wipe to get the Cat Posse around 3-1. What a last push there out of Cat Posse to turn things around.
Yeah, that's, you know, I really like to see that they had the aggression. They were just going the whole way forward with KTB kind of thirsting for that kill onto Jarrett. He made it work, and then they just went in forward. They didn't wait. They didn't let up any time whatsoever. And now a really great response from Cat Posse. They're going to need that to do that at least 2 more times if they want any hope of trying to evening things out here on their own map pick as we go into another mid-fight, Godfather.
Cat Posse taking a bit of space. Speedy looking for the bomb here. He gets pretty high up. Not finding damage onto the medic, but he does delete Demo Man. Kira Beast does go down. Saxon and Speedy both going to trade out. Oh, good damage onto the scout as well here. And Toss getting absolutely sent into the wall. There is a scout behind. Getting onto Divine is Yum Yum. And down goes the medic. Protein looks like they will escape. So even though a lot of frags there for LeBronStantiNOPLE, and they will cap up the mid, losing their medic, Cat Posse in temporary control here, and a really good play to find that medic kill.
Yeah, it was indeed a really, really crucial play from Yum Yum, pulling out all the stops to keep his team in it. As even though there's only there's 6 minutes left, we are going to go into continuous overtime, so they still got technically all the time in the world to play for. But with Jarrett, a nice pick on lower onto Hellstar, that might slow down Cat Posse just a little bit because they don't have their pocket scout to really try and take this Uber. Yum Yum's gonna have to try and rotate over and try and see if they can play. And you're right, Speedy is up on the sniper. Let's see if he can maybe hit a shot that makes things even worse. Saxophone taking a lot of damage. He is just barely gonna stay alive, waiting for the arrow, and he gets it. And now they're just playing for so long. Speedy's still up on the sniper, just seeing if he can connect the shot. Oh my god, almost won it on the KTB as well. KTB just barely makes a way out of there. And it is finally going to be tossed.
Back up.
Yeah,
kind of getting overrun here with the sniper in hand as soon as that was called out. Just rushing forward on the side of Cat Posse, and they want to get right back in this with 3 picks and technical Uber ad. They're looking for the jump in to get on to second. There's a forward spawner right now. KTP weak on those barrels. Will go down. Saxophone, good heads up play to check the corner. And the Uber out for LeBronStantiNOPLE. Both sides going to be using here. Saxophone and Jarrett both going to fall. Looking for unflashed players in the chaos. Scout getting out towards their last area. KJ Quad actually going to pick up the kill onto Toss. Now going forward, looking for the medic. Any frag will do. KJ Quad sacrificing his life here, finding the pack actually. And now the rest of his team works their way forward. Hellstar taken down by the KJ Quad flank, and he gets onto Kira Beast, and he gets Protein. KJ Quad is going huge. It's a 6K, and nearly a wipe here for LeBronStantiNOPLE. What a play by the scout.
there's no reason KJ Quads should have stayed alive there. There were like 3 people for at least 6 seconds all looking at him, and he just danced around like his life mattered on it, and it did, because he got like 6 kills in total, 3 of them after that point. Protein wouldn't have died if they had cleaned up KJ Quad there. That's actually criminal that he stays alive there, just showing up in full force. Why he is such a great scout and has been so instrumental for LeBronStantinople's this entire time. And now the momentum is completely shifted, Godfather. LeBronStantinople's on the attack. They got big Uber ad, about 50% ad, and it looks like they're going to be trying to use it in here onto last.
Yeah, big opportunity here for LeBronStantinople's. Make it a 4-1 game. KJ Quad, despite his valiant efforts earlier, will go down to a trap. The Uber out and absolutely stuffed there by Hellstar. Will eventually die to a pipe. The gun in the back right corner. The Uber basically fully expended. The soldier though onto Protein and the kill. I think Jared also finds a bottle kill there, but Divine falls. Kira Beast picks up 4, and the last hold is secure for Cat Posse. They can work their way forward. What a chaotic fight.
Indeed, an extremely chaotic fight. The one silver lining for Cat Posse, maybe not specifically there, is that LeBronStantinople's have been kind of beefing a lot of big Uber ad pushes, and I'm not quite sure if that's just due to LeBronStantinople's not playing it necessarily super well, or it's just something Cat Posse themselves are doing. But that's the one thing kind of keeping them in here, is that LeBronStantinople's haven't been that clean with their own last pushes. But we did see a little bit of a spy check coming out from them just to see if LeBron were up on some cheeky off classes. They're not. They're just going with the full 6s roster just in case they had the fight for that second point. But now, because they do have it, they're going to be making their way into lobby, Godfather, trying to see if there's some way they can force out and get a bit of an advantage for themselves. Looks like Jared trying to see if he can poke his way in here. Saxophone going for a big bomb. He's going to be stuffed by the sentry gun. He is, however, going to be able to stay alive, so they might be able to do something else as well fairly shortly.
The gun is getting up. Very aggressive positioning this time around for Cat Posse, opting to change things up. LeBronStantinople's likewise maybe opting for a different entrance into last here, kind of playing over on their right side for the moment, just waiting to go in. It is even, of course. Hellstar up on Cloak and Dagger Spy, and is going to be coming out with Flog right now for the Red Pyro. You can't reflect projectiles with that. So he's really going for the aggressive play in picking up a Flog.
I mean, imagine if we see the Ubered Flog Pyro. I mean, that would just be... what a treat that would be if we see that, but that might be what they need if they want to try and get out of their last year. They're still all the way back here, and they have to try and do something. They want to get back into this game because they are down 2 rounds. We are going to see a soldier bomb, and he gets denied by the sentry gun once again. No one else on LeBronStantinople's can do anything with it. Both soldiers are down, actually, Sax and Speedy, so it's going to be fairly difficult for them to try and hold and lock out these choke points. Jared setting up some stickies, but Toss is just going to jump through, not even caring, just a little bit. Does some damage onto Ed, but I think that might be it, as they one taken down on LeBronStantinople's. Wonder going in super deep. Might be taken down, however, due to the combined efforts of the Pyro, but no, he stays alive, and LeBronStantinople's gonna get back in onto the lobby, and there's only 60 seconds left in the map time before continuous overtime.
Yep, continuous overtime again will mean that if Cat Posse gets another round, it keeps going. LeBronStantinople's, though, if they win, I believe it will be over here. So Cat Posse really needs to hold this. Saxophone is in the gun, not ready. Just building to level 1 now, and somehow Speedy hits the direct hits.
Oh my god! Hellstar going for the Ubered Pyro play. He may have saved his team the push because they spent that whole Uber just looking at him. They didn't go forward. They just looked at the Pyro. And now Ed is going down. Jared takes down Yum Yum with a nice pipe, but this might still be holdable for Cat Posse if they can just clean up the kill. Speedy, however, coming in with the big direct hit. Oh my god, Protein. However, he's going to be taking down Jared with the pipe. Wonder is going to be... Oh my god, they do it for... Holy cow, that was so close. So close. This has turned into one heck of a match. 3-1, a stalemate there. So again, LeBronStantinople's just needs one more round to win it here. And that will be them going on to the next match. I mean, Cat Posse
it's match point for them being eliminated here. A lot on the table.
It is indeed a lot. We're going to see if they can maybe make something work in this first mid. We are going to see Wonder go down pretty weak. Hellstar trying to go forward off of that damage. A lot of players on LeBronStantiNople actually very weak. It's going to be Jared falling to some knife pipes from Kira, as now that's going to be the call for LeBronStantiNople to get the heck out of there. They don't want to lose anyone else. They recognize what stakes are on the line. They want to try and take this home in 2 because of Cat Posse get 2, no, sorry, 3 more
both
bombs.
bombing in. What a bomb!
Protein stays alive though.
Oh, Protein, an even better surf out of damage, but a really good, really well coordinated double bomb there by the blue soldiers. Certainly going to slow down Cat Posse. Both medics have their Uber. A really close one there from Speedy and Saxophone.
Yeah, really close. I just gotta say, back on that last fight, there, Godfather, the fact that everyone on LeBronStantiNople just looked at that pyro. They didn't go forward. They didn't even just like try and knock him about a bit. They just looked at the pyro while they were Ubered. They just spent so much time with that. Kind of incredible. Jared with a nice sticky trap though onto Kira means that things are gonna open up for LeBronStantiNople. They have a spy and Speedy, but Yum Yum is up on Sniper. We're going to see if that affects anything. It looks like LeBronStantiNople want to try and get here onto mid.
Speedy looking for the decloak now on the medic. Oh, what a drop! Speedy, perfect decloak, perfect timing. Protein stabbed in the back. KTP is behind right now. The Uber is used by LeBronStantiNople, and so many people chasing. Speedy is getting in though. To the second area, and we'll be looking for another stab in just a moment. Maybe getting all the way out to last. So if it's a fast push onto second, no, going to be rotating around. Speedy looking for another big pick here.
Yeah, he does decloak, just going to be hiding in behind. Ubers are even because good stuff from KTP getting the force there onto the Vine, so they should know, but Speedy is still up and alive. They know they didn't kill him, so he's still going to be lurking around right here, right now, just looking at the combo, trying to see if he can maybe get a pick off on the Protein, who's just playing with his back up against the wall, trying to make sure there's no opportunity for Speedy to do anything, and now he runs forward. Protein should have spotted it, and now he should be taking down 2 nice pipes.
Oh, KJ Quad gets tossed there, and a couple more frags going both directions. The scuffle is on the second point. The Uber out for the red team. Now blue pops back. KTP did go down before the Uber was used. This is way better for LeBronStantiNople. Hellstar taking down. Jared gets sniped though. Yum Yum with a big pick to slow down this aggression. He is down to 5 health, 3 health. Down he goes. Second cap coming in. And no off classes yet, but LeBronStantiNople want to win this here. It is match point.
It is indeed match point. Once again, Ubers are even because they got the force out. So LeBronStantiNople might try and do something here, considering Yum Yum is still down. They might try and go for a sack play almost immediately. Almost a good shot on the Kira, but they're all going to be taken down from the heavy. Hellstar coming up, doing in work. Now it's going to be 3 down on the side of LeBronStantiNople. Jared is going to be kind of disconnected from the combo. Going to have to leave in through lower. Not really have an opportunity to try and get back in here. Might get caught out as a result of it. It's going to be KJ Quad actually going down for Jared Sins. Actually, no, Jared goes down as well. So that's going to be no demo on mid to lock things out. Maybe put up a few sticky traps. So if you're Cat Posse, you have to go forward with that no demo, no pocket scout. That's a call for you to head forward.
Yep, and the demo, oh, Kiraby's beefing a jump. Hate to see it, because I did catch that happening. Toss and Speedy exchange a bit of spam. Backing off is Speedy. Pushing over the right side here. Cat Posse taking a little bit of space. Wonder doing the best to deny it. Toss up on the high ground now. The Cap getting pressured a little bit by Yum Yum. KJ Quad goes in, looks for the hero play. Can't get the demo, but it does pull everyone back. Toss will die. The scout now in. The Uber out. Divine saving until the last possible second. The exchange happening now. So far better for LeBronStantiNople. They will have more players post Uber, and they keep the midpoint as well. So a 1 fight, and they'll start pressuring into second.
They are going to start pressuring into the second. That was, it could have been better for Cat Posse because they did use later, but unfortunately they just dropped too many and kind of allowed LeBronStantinopleto have a bigger player ad. But Jared goes down fairly weak, and now if you're Cat Posse, you can still maybe try and get in here. Toss is in. He might die. Yeah, Saxophone's going to get the better of him. They're going to be trying to clean up that kill. Sax does go down, and now they're going to be trying to scrap over second, but so many weak players on Cat Posse. If they can pull this out, it'd be a miracle. Wonder takes a lot of damage. Is going to have to back up. Toss now finally trying to escape with the rest. I'm surprised no one else died there. It's kind of incredible. But yeah, Yum Yum is in behind. I'm not quite sure how he got there. But he's going to be trying to go for a back cap, as maybe Cat Posse can defend on second just long enough for him to get it. I don't think so, though.
Speedy now going to run into Yum Yum. Yum Yum was going on an absolute adventure to find health and wrap around. He does fall. Wonder picks up a 4K there, and LeBronStantinople's again, another opportunity to close this match out. Hellstar has gone up onto the heavy, something we saw success with in the last push attempt, and Kirabeesh just will find those pipes and kills Saxophone.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate your sack ended before it could even really begin. Might see if Cat Posse tries something of their own. Toss, it looks like trying to peek through map room, is going to commit to it, but just meets a scout, and there's no way you're going to win that. I mean, you're jumping up into a scout, you're just going to get shot into the ground, which is what happens to Toss, unfortunately. Respect the attempt, but just good stuff from, I think, Ed just being in the right position, locking that out. So things are still going to be even. We do have a bit of a Highlander defense. We got the NG up, we got the heavy up. Maybe at risk of a sniper if one does pop up, but LeBronStantinople's haven't opted for it just yet. Instead, we have Saxophone on the battalions, maybe trying to do a repeat of what happened last time, using the banner in with the Uber and trying to getting the better of that. But we are going to see, just waiting to see who decides to sack from the side of LeBronStantinople's, or if they're just going to try and play via a banner game.
I think it's probably best to play the banner game. It's going to be an exchange when these Ubers are popped out. Wonder actually going in. Speedy taking a fair amount of damage, has to back off. I was expecting to just play for Bat's backup and then take the even Uber fight with that backup in hand, but instead going to set a sack wave. Jared gets pretty weak. Wonder has decided to come up on Spy, so dying for the class switch, and will work their way forward on Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, will indeed, and now it's going to be Wonder's turn to try and go for a sneaky spy play. I think they were able to get a bad cap last time, which was so heartbreaking if you are Cat Posse, because, you know, those look like things were going your way. You're going to be able to push out onto second, but now there's just a spy hiding on the point. So Wonder maybe seeing if they can do something of that nature this time as well. Going to be making their way through. Not spotted just quite yet. I don't think they know. Actually, no, I say that Hellstar is up on the pyro.
Hellstar, not Cat. Oh, he catches him! That is so sad. Protein actually gets the frag. And Hellstar has once again opted for Flog. So looking for the same play perhaps that worked well enough last time. A soldier getting through. That's KTB. He goes down to Saxophone. 1:15 on the clock here. And Cat Posse playing pretty aggressive. They know no more spy. As well, they assume no more spy, as Wonder does come up back on scout. So no more tricks out of LeBronStantinople's. It might just be a scrappy fight in this area for now.
Yeah, it probably will be, as there's only 60 seconds left on the round timer before we go to another round reset. So if you're looking like you're LeBronStantinople's, with Speedy going down there, I don't think you have that much time to really go for another sack. Your best bet is to maybe just try and take the Uber exchange. Hopefully Saxophone has got that banner up, so you can use that either to get the Forcer to come back in after you guys have both used their Uber. We have to see what they decide to do, as there's only 30 seconds left. They got to start going now if they want an opportunity of ending this game, Godfather.
Yeah, Bat's backup is into hand. Saxophone has had it for a little while here. Here is the Uber getting forward. Speedy jumping up in the air. Good damage onto the gun. Will get the frag. Yum Yum is dropped in the Uber. The Bat's backup now up for the post fight. Wonder does die, but flooding forward. The rest of LeBronStantinople's will want to close this out. It'll be overtime here. Toss does get the frag, and LeBronStantinople's, with time expiring, picks up the round. Oh my, did Dolphin really just do that?
Yeah. That is going to be it for LeBronstantinople, taking the second map 4-1, looking a lot better on that second map than maybe they did in the first, but still they're going to be winning it 2-0 in terms of the overall map scoreline. Good stuff from them. They looked a lot more dominant there, and that banner play, it seemed like it worked out because they got the Uber Force out from both teams, and then they just came back in with the banner. Everyone was up and ready. They didn't take like any damage whatsoever. Saxophone even getting like 3 kills himself. So at the end of the day, good stuff from LeBronstantinople. They're going to be going forward to face the winner of Greasy Dot Hogs versus Estrogen Took My Homie, which I think we can all safely assume was Greasy Dot Hogs. So you got that fight coming up as well. So their run not quite over. Unfortunately for Cat Posse, their run is over. They are out of invite playoffs. They had a good run throughout the season, but unfortunately it ends here. Maybe we'll see them next season. You never know.
I love Discord. I think we should always cast in here. But yes, that is the game. Oh, Dolphin triggered ads. I was going to talk about, I think I still will talk about, the TF2 CC Newbie Cup. It's their 5th time going at it, hosted by Fireside Casts. It's going to be a blast. If you are new to TF2, now's a great opportunity to get into it. And if you are more experienced and you want to coach, they are looking for coaches. So check that out for a really good thing for the community.
I 100% agree. I don't know if we can take a quick look at just some of the logs just super quickly here, just to see if there's anything worth diving into. No correct score guessers. That's unfortunate. Actually, no, there were a few correct score guessers.
think we
My
had
bad.
one.
Yeah. All right. So congrats to you. But yeah, 4-1. Just really, once again, Kira, even though his team didn't win, he's just pumping out the damage at every opportunity. 312 damage, the highest in the server by far. That man is unstoppable. Win or loss, he's just always there, just pumping it out. So really great stuff from Kira Beast, regardless of if his team didn't win. 25-12 is also a really great stat line for a demo. On the other side of things, though, Ed 27-11, just doing fantastic work as well. Saxophone as well. Just really, really great stuff. Unfortunate for Cat Posse, but at the end of the day, LeBronstantinople were the better team. Props to them for taking it as close as they did. But LeBronstantinople going to be moving even further into invite playoffs.
Yeah, moving on. Sorry, I might have missed it if you said it. Do we know what team they're facing?
I believe they are going to be facing the winner of Greasy Dot Hogs versus Estrogen Took My Homie. And I can safely say, if you don't want to be spoiled, close your ears now. But it was Greasy Dot Hogs who did
makes
take
sense.
that in 2 maps. Don't know what the actual scores are. It was a 5-1 on Snakewater and a 4-2 actually on Metalworks. So Estrogen putting up a pretty good fight on Metalworks. You love to see it. But the Dot Hogs coming back even more dominantly on Snakewater. So you are going to see the Greasy Dot Hogs versus LeBronstantinople. That's going to be the next matchup for LeBron. As they continue into invite playoffs. And then next up, however, is going to be Freutech versus the Covenant. That's going to be coming up in a couple of days. That's going to be a really exciting one to watch, Godfather.
Yeah, so I believe our upcoming match cast schedule, we'll try to bring as much coverage on the 5 and 7 p.m. games. I think that's tomorrow, is it not? Oh, well, in 2 days, because it's now ticked over to Friday for me. But yes, on Saturday, the 22nd, we've got 2 games, and Sunday, the 23rd, is Losers Finals and Grand Finals, and that will most certainly be casted here on the channel, so get ready for that. Anything else upcoming for people to know about TC?
Well, I mean, like you said, as always, the newbie mixes, we've hammered it home, hopefully, so you guys get in there and be a part of it. But as well, the merch is the last week. There's some really great ones there, folks. I'm not saying it because I'm biased. I'm here in RGL. There's some actually genuinely great designs. And if you even think about it, it's your last week to get it. And the week's almost ending. We only got the last couple of playoff days, and that's gonna be it. No more awesome retro sunshine hoodie. No more kind of iconic J hoodie. As well, and the other designs are great as well. Hopefully, we'll have some new ones for you. So stay tuned. But yeah, this is your last week to get this current roster.
Yeah, some really great stuff there. I think we're about ready to wrap things up. So, TC, any shout outs from you?
Of course, as always, shout outs to you, Godfather. Really great to I was gonna say to shout out with you, to cast with you. It's also
That's
great
what we're
to do
doing.
shout outs with you. Yeah. Dolphin as well. He does so much work just in production, getting everything set up. So big props to him. Shout outs to you guys in chat. I'm very sorry about my mic, especially during Bagel, but hopefully it was a lot better during Metalworks. Shout outs to the players. Without them, there'd be no game to cast. And shout outs to Grape and Omar and Brick Sluggin. That's it for me.
Very nice. Well, shout out to UTC and Dolphin, everyone for watching at home. If you want to watch some amateur playoffs, I am casting them over on my channel. Go give me a follow. Twitch.tv, strongest caster. But with that, oh, come on. That's mean. Anyway, this has been LeBronstantinople versus Cat Posse. LeBronstantinople takes the win. They move on. My name's Godfather, your strongest caster. I had TC on the mic, Dolphin behind the scenes. Have a great night.